So at this point, once you have all 5 of your parts modeled, it's time to create the drawing files for these. So this file is basically going to be your top, front, side, and ISO. So we can get there through the File Explorer. It's in the iDrive, Student Data I. Follow the path we always take, Math, Polack, Template, 1617, IED, and here it is, drawingtemplate.idw. So go ahead and open that up. So a couple things you can fill out here. The project will automatically be filled out as soon as you import your part file. So just make sure that your part file is labeled appropriately, probably according to color. But we can go up to the Annotate tab up here and grab your text and type in your name. And then you can also throw the date in here. So I'm working on this on 12/7/16. Okay, 12/7/16. There we go. Okay, so come up to Place Views, select Base, and grab your object. So navigate to wherever it is that you saved your part. I'm going to grab my red part, and it's automatically by default going to bring in the front view. So what you might want to do now, actually before you do this, is make sure that in your part, your front view is the best front view that you think, the most appropriate front view. So if you can find a view that wouldn't have a hidden line, that would probably be the best view for the front view. Remember, it's the view that best shows off gives the most information about the object. So maybe like if you wanted a view that's currently your left view, if you wanted that to be your front view, you can right click on that view cube, set current view as front, and then that becomes the default front view. And then if you save that object, that'll be helpful to you now. So once you have the best selected front view, come back into this drawing template, Base, Front, find your part file, and then click OK. So that's going to bring in your front. For now, I'm just going to right click and go to OK. So there's my front view. Okay. Now, if I want to project views off of this, and I do, because I would like my top view to come up here and my side view to come over here. If I select Projected, now I can click right above there, and I can click to the side, and I can even click at the top right, and that gives me my isometric. When I right click and go to create, those guys actually pop in there. Okay? So I can click and drag. You'll notice when you hover your mouse to the outside of this, it gives me a little red box. I can drag those guys around. So under the Annotate tab, here's your dimension tool. So you want to apply all of the dimensions that I would need to reproduce this part, but no more dimensions than necessary. Keep in mind also that there's like 3 different vertical dimensions that I would need for this guy, right? I need my overall height. I need my height from here to here, and then I need my height from here to here. So one rule that I definitely want you to abide by is try to avoid, if possible, avoid crossing over extension lines like this, right? So smaller dimensions should be in front, larger dimensions should be outside, okay? So try to avoid as much as possible crossing over your extension lines. Give me all the information that I need and no additional information. So for example, since I already have this 0.75 vertically over there for that height, I don't need to go ahead and add that 0.75. That would be redundant. I do need, in this particular part, to dimension the overall width, as well as the kind of smaller widths in here. Alright, and then I would just need my depth, which I can do in the top view. So really the side view probably is not 100% necessary in this case. It's useful in figuring out generally what the object looks like, but I probably don't even need it. So if you find that there's a view that really isn't necessary, you could go ahead and delete it. Yep, delete that view, because I have all of the dimensions that I need for this object in these two views alone. Okay. Last thing that I need you to do, or that I would like you to do, is if you double click your ISO, you can change this to shaded and click OK. And now that's a more realistic looking piece. Okay. So use as few views as necessary. You're probably always going to need at least 2 views. In some cases you might need 3. So give me all your dimensions, save to a location in your documents. You probably also want to upload that to OneDrive. Give me all I need in OneNote is really just a screenshot of your drawing file. So back out to the point where I can see this whole thing, snipping tool, take a screenshot, and paste it into your OneNote.